Young and the Restless fans. Yes, we got another episode to talk about, and yeah, it was pretty interesting today. Victor gives Victoria an ultimatum. Devon might buy McCall Unlimited as an insurance policy, and Lily is not happy with Nate when he was spying. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for March 8th. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So we start out over at the Abbott mansion where we see Abby and Ashley is having a little tea and they laugh about how adorable baby Dominic was to play a little toy piano that Abby got for him. Now the conversation now turns to how much time Ashley is spending with none other than who? Tucker. And Abby questions, what is this thing that she's trying to get Tucker to do? Now Ashley says that she really can't discuss it, but she do want to know if he's changed and if he can be a good man. And of course, Abby tried to say all of the horrible things that he's done about lying and cheating. Abby, you just did the same thing not too long ago to Chance. Anyway, Abby talks about watching Lily and Devon relationship go up in smoke. Ashley thinks things will be okay, but Abby is not so sure because Devon's already taken a loss of so much. Abby asks if Tucker's acting is in the best interest of Devon or is this just a grand gesture to impress Ashley. Now, over at Newman Media, Daniel meets with Nate, and Daniel's kind of skeptical of being there because, after all, Nate did screw his own family over. Now, Nate knows that it was reckless. He's trying to make amends, and this may be the way to do it. He just needs Daniel's help. Nate talks about having a hard time sleeping at night because of what he did, and Daniel gets it. And he's been there burying himself in work in order to be worthy of their love and forgiveness. Nate nods, it crossed his mind, and he doesn't expect Lily to forgive him overnight. He's not sure what'll become of him and Devon, but wants Daniel's help in getting things back on track, saying that if we work together. And Daniel was like, wait a minute, if we, who is we, work together? Well, if he convinces them to forgive Nate and everything works, he's hoping for a big celebration. And of course, that's what Daniel is thinking as well. And Daniel was like, nope, that's a hard pass for me. Nate asks if Daniel doesn't care that Lily gets her family back, and Daniel rolls his eyes. And he was like, you know what? Let Devon and Lily work this out between themselves. So, of course, you know Daniel is going to tell Lily. Daniel and Lily, of course, run into each other at Crimson Lights, and she talks about the court case with Devon and how it could take years to see any type of resolution. And she asks why they're here, and he wants to give her the heads up, though, about Nate eavesdropping on them at society. He fills her in on how Nate wanted to try to help put an end to the lawsuit. Lily laughed this off, of course, thinking that this lawsuit is all about the great Nate Hastings, and she wonders if she should be concerned that he's spying on her conversation. However, Daniel doesn't think it was intentional, but he told him to stay out of it, and she wonders how things even got so bad. Now, what was interesting is the fact that Daniel says, look, do you think you're going to hold him hostage forever? Which is something similar to what Taylor said yesterday to Brooke.
I gotta say, no, it's none of my business. The guy is hurting over what he almost did to Chancellor Winters.
Uh-huh. He should be.
Do you think the crime deserves a life sentence? Okay, yeah, no. I will shut my mouth.
You know what I've learned? I've learned that everyone makes mistakes, okay? It doesn't mean that they have to pay for those mistakes for the rest of their life. Sometimes good people make bad choices. And it doesn't mean they're bad. It means they're human.
And of course, everybody on this show, including Brooke and even Lily, have done some things in their past that they have been able to get past with friends and family. So maybe they need to think about forgiveness instead of continue to hold things over their heads. So now we're over at the ranch where we see Adam visiting Pops to see what he had to offer him. Now, Adam, however, wants to run McCall Unlimited and have it as a separate entity to Newman. And of course, you know that is not going to sit well with the Ice Queen, Victoria. Adam, you know what? You don't have to worry about that because look like Dad won't even get the chance to buy McCall Unlimited. However, Victor wanted to know why he left Jabot. Adam said he felt like he didn't belong there and he hated to admit that Pops was right. And he wants to know if Victoria is on board with the plan. Adam, you know darn well Miss Thang is not on board. She has to run everything by her. And right now, with her chasing Nate around on the desk, yeah, it's not safe to fill out an application at Newman Enterprises. Yeah, I mean, if EEOC could come in, I think she would have been long gone, especially with what she was doing. However, Victor told Adam to leave Victoria to him. Speaking of Victoria, guess who showed up at Devon's place? Yeah, Victoria. And he was like, what do you want? And she thought that was rude. I mean, how was he supposed to act? You remember you tried to steal a man's company? Yeah, now that's what you call rude. But anyway, she calls it business. Now she wants to talk about Tucker and the sale of his company. And it's like, okay, you got a lot of nerve, girl. She told him about how Ashley buying up his debt and wants to know if Tucker came to him to buy his company. And she told him Tucker came to her first. Now Devon, of course, didn't believe her. And I can't say I blame him. She said that he took back the offer once his debt was bought off. And she told him Newman still wants to buy and wants to know where he stands. Plus tried to tell him it would be to his detriment to buy the company because it's just not in his favor. But it's in your favor, Victoria. Girl, please. Of course, you sounded alarm bells to Devon because now you got his wheels turning. So now we're back over at the Abbott mansion after Abby leaves and Tucker arrives and Ashley is urging Tucker not to give up on Devon buying his company. Now he wants to know if he and Ashley have a future together and she knew that she had to do something to keep him on board, of course. And of course she kissed him. And I'm assuming that means yes. I mean, I guess we could be wrong. Then they started making out a little bit and then she wants to talk about Jack and Diane and how she's making out with the devil himself. I mean, I guess in that case, yeah. And I was wondering if Diane and Jack was going to come in right at that moment. However, Tucker got a text message from Devon wanting to talk. And I guess that Victoria didn't get exactly what she wants. So now after Victoria leaves over at Devon's place, her sister Abby comes in and Devon tells Abby that he looked into Tucker's company and it fell into bad practices, but with the right person leading it, it could be very valuable again. And that's what Tucker said too. Now, Abby wanted to know if he's interested. He says he's not sure, but he could lose his lawsuit and end up with nothing. And Devon, you need to get out of your feelings, turn on the business hat, and let's go and get that company. So now we're back over at Newman, and Victor is telling Victoria that he wants McCall Unlimited to be what? A separate entity from Newman Enterprises. And let's put the icing on the cake, wants Adam to run it. And you know, she was about to jump out of her skin. Of course, she was like, no, of course not. But Victor told her again, of course he will. Adam is going to run it. Now, little does he know, neither one of them will. And he told her that she can accept the deal or the deal is off the table. What deal, Victor? You truly don't even have a deal to even bargain with. Now, Victoria told Victor he is only catering to Adam so he can feel like the big man on campus. She's such a spoiled brat. Like you're not the big woman on campus over at Newman. It's okay when Daddy gives her everything. However, when Victor leaves, Victoria tells Nate about what Victor wants, but says McCall Unlimited is hers and only hers, and she always gets what she wants. Girl, please. And I guess that was some subliminal message to Nate as well, because she's definitely trying to get what she wants from you. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.